Namashkar everyone. Welcome to the India vACC channel. My name is Bipin and I'm a mentor and controller here at the India vACC subdivision. In the previous video, we went over how to set up Euroscope and understand the GRP plugin. In this video, we'll understand how to set up and give a pre-departure clearance, also known as PDC, as a controller on the network. So let's get started. Before jumping into Euroscope, you must have your ACARS ID, which is on the Hoppies ACARS website. On this website, you'll have different options. These three are the options: your full name, email address, anti-abuse riddle, and I will behave. So you need to register via your email, you type your full name, and complete the verification so that it can instantly share your Hoppy code on your email. I have already done this. So let's head over to my email address and let's check how the email looks like. Once you fill in all of the details, this is the email you will receive from the ACARS system, which will tell you your Hoppy ID. So once you get your Hoppy ID, the first thing you have to do is go over to your sector file where you want to put the Hoppy ID. For now, I'm on the vACC sector file. This can be done on any of the sector files. I'll open vACC, go down to plugins, TopSky, and TopSky CPDLC Hoppy code. Once I double click on this, it opens a notepad file which is empty. Here I'll paste my Hoppy code, Hoppy ID. Once I do that, I'll save the file and I will exit the file. And done. That is all that you need to do, at least on the sector files. Now let's move on to Euroscope. So I've just loaded the Mumbai sector file. Let us remove the NOTAM list and let's remove the airfield data. We do not need any of these. Again, for this video, we're going to be on the Mumbai aerodrome. So we'll just have F1 plus to open. Let's connect as Mumbai ground. And now let's connect. So right now, Mumbai winds say for runway 27. So 290 degrees 09 knots. We use runway 27. To set up CPDLC, go over to radar view. You see the CPDLC setting window. Because you already typed in your Hoppy code in the notepad earlier, the logon code is automatic. All you have to do is make sure DCL or PDC is checked and just click on connect. Once that is connected, any requests for PDC will be shown to you on this CPDLC current message window over down here. Now let's go to the ground. Let's do normal operations. Let's check iFlight 213 kilos flight plan. So make sure you reselect the SID and the transition. Always reselect the SID and the transition. Now we'll select the squawk, get SSR. We'll set the initial climb, flight level 80 for Mumbai. If you have the latest sector files, the DCL window over here will be your right button, as it says over here. In the list CLR, basically in the PDC section under, if you right click on it, provided there's a request of CPDLC, you'll open the DCL window or the PDC window, which is to give pre-departure clearance. So this is what we get once we receive a request for pre-departure clearance. This says request pre-departure clearance once I fly 1213 kilo at 320 to Bangalore at stand Victor 28 left, it is information alpha. So an automatic message gets sent, receive request being processed. Now once I get a request here, I'll be able to right click on PDC. So if I right click on PDC, this is the pre-departure clearance window that I get. Now this is from the aircraft, Victor 28 left is their stand. Aircraft type is A320, destinations Bangalore, it is information alpha. Now this is what I send to the aircraft. Because I have reselected the SID, that's why it sends vACC to alpha EPCOS transition. So the whole transition and the SID goes. Same for runway and initial climb and the squawk as well. The next thing you need to do manually is type in the next frequency that this aircraft needs to contact. In our case, as only ground is online, they'll contact 121 decimal liner. So I'll type 121 decimal liner 00 and click on enter. Once I do that, I'll send this message to the aircraft. The send message will send the aircraft the pre-departure clearance. The message goes, you can see it here, cleared to Bangalore off runway 27 via vACC to alpha departure, EPCOS transition, climb initially flight level 80, squawk 0265, QNH 1006, report ready on 121 decimal liner, the frequency you manually typed with POB. Now the aircraft gets two options, either a Wilco or a standby. You do not need to manually check this checkbox like you would while you're giving a voice clearance. Once the aircraft sends a Wilco, the checkbox will automatically be checked. Just remember, the CPDLC servers are not in India, so the process is a little slow. It'll take time for the aircraft to get the clearance and for you to receive the clearance from the aircraft. So as you see, once that's done, you get a Wilco and CDA received clearance confirmed. So iFly 213 kilo, you can see that his ASSR, his checkbox is checked and PDC set to OK. In order to disconnect from pre-departure clearance or PDC, all you have to do is left click on online and it automatically disconnects. Then you can either revert to voice operations and give clearance via voice, or you can continue with PDC. That is solely up to you. So this is all there is in giving a pre-departure clearance to an aircraft. The main thing you need to have is an Hoppe's ACARS code, and you need to know how to connect to the network. If you have any more questions, or if you have any questions, they can be asked on the controller help channel in the communication server. Thank you so much for watching. Wish you happy controlling. See you.